Hello, hello. We're back for a tarot card reading. We have a full moon in Sagittarius this weekend on the 31st of May. And it is a blue moon, which means it's our second full moon this cycle. And I'm quite excited about the energy of this moon. It's in Sagittarius, and I love Sagittarian energy because of its playfulness, because of its curiosity, because of its free-spirited nature. I did pull the Sagittarian card of my tarot deck, the Higher Self Tarot, just to kind of have you tap into this energy. This is the Page of Wands, Page of Fire. And look at that. Like, this is the energy that I really want you to tap into, this whole, free-spirited, curious, adventurous, childlike energy with this full moon. If I think of words like curious, I nicknamed him the inventor, or her, this page, the inventor. So inventive, curious, creative, right? Remember, our wands are fire, and our fire is our spirit. So when we are spirited, when we are in alignment with our fire element, we are inspired, inspirato, in spirit. So this is such just an awesome energy to tap into with this full moon. If we know full moons are about lighting a spotlight or really shining light into an area to release it and let go, I think what would be a neat idea to consider with this full moon is, I really want you to think about shining light in the areas of your life that are really holding you back from being in alignment with that energy we just talked about. What's standing in your way of pursuing things that light you up, that make you curious, that make you excited? There's always a yin and yang to every energy, every archetype, and one of the sort of darker elements to the Sagittarius energy where we can fall into traps is there's a perfectionism quality where we want to get everything right. We step out of that free-spiritedness and we kind of go into this alignment with, if I'm going to make it or if I'm going to do something, I've got to do it perfectly. So that's where I want you to consider letting go and releasing energies that don't align with this, the lighter version, the higher vibrational frequency of the Sagittarian. So release, let go of perfectionism, feeling like you have to do it right. And the other quality here is, we have talked so much because of the fire horse energy, right? This year of kind of moving forward into unknown territory. If you think about that aspect of perfectionism, I think there's a lot of us that just still aren't moving on stuff because we feel like we either A, don't have all the ingredients to make that happen, or I don't know, we're holding back because we don't feel like we're ready, we're worthy enough, we're good enough. All of those stories, those things that are so not true, you can throw them away. You can light the moon onto those aspects and let it go. Let it go. You're allowed to let that go right now. Clarity would be great, right? Trying to ask the moon to guide you into clarity with those aspects of you. Now, as I was talking, a card fell out, and I'm going to pick it up because obviously it needs to be read. And it is the Five of Fire, which I do actually think is so fascinating that this is the card that dropped out, because there's a number that's associated with every astrological sign, and 5 is the number of Sagittarius energy, and it's the Five of Fire. So I think it's just really showing that back to us, that 5 is the number of inconsistency or change or disharmony. So that's, again, there's a yin and yang to that, right? Stepping outside the box, not having something fit into the energy of the 4. So again, that means we don't have to have all the answers, all the things, that the 4 would need to get moving on something. The 5 breaks that. It pushes change. It pushes dis-ease. It pushes for freedom, which is another word that's so in alignment with Sagittarian energy. So right off the hop, I think the cards are just saying, go for it. Even if it feels like an uphill battle, even if it feels like you're being challenged, push, push, push to start moving on these things that you've been wanting to get going on. Those things that really speak to your fire, your soul. I love that. This bent right over. Another 5. And so here we go into that place of battle, because 5 shows up in air. Swords, which is our mental body. I think this is a warning card for you guys, that if we stay in our heads, if we stay up here in sword energy, which is air, which is mental body, it becomes a battle zone. We need to move through these challenges and start pushing, 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 or we sit in this, which is just total disharmony, dis-ease in the mental body. So a warning there, get out of your heads and get moving. Use this blue moon, this full moon, to release and let go of having to have all the answers, like that 5 of air swords card suggests, having all the ingredients, and just going, get moving. I don't know why I've been saying this a lot lately. I feel it's probably the planetary alignments, but also just the energies. I just feel like we're kind of at a turning point. It's almost like this is the time that with this moon to really sort of shift gears, kick everything up a notch. And then we bring in the Queen of Fire. So more fire. And this is more Leo energy than Sag, but it's still fire. And she is the leader. So we have, again, another card saying, you've got to initiate this now. Stop waiting around. It's time to shine. It's time to illuminate, and it's time to move on things. This is going to inspire the people around you. Ooh, something else just dropped in here. I think there's a lot of us that think, if I move on these things that are lighting me up, I'm going to be selfish, right? Leo is about being in the spotlight, but Leo is also the mama bear. So I feel like there's a lot of us, maybe parents out there, that are feeling like, oh, but I've got to take care of my kids and my family, and I can't move on these ideas. But what we forget is that when we're in alignment with our fire, we're an inspiration to all those people around us. So it's a permission slip to sort of be a leader here, take charge, and that way everyone around you benefits. So beautiful sort of undercurrent of a message in there as well. So I love these cards for us. I love how we started in the 5, but we pushed through into more of a 1 energy, which is this leadership, very Aries in its energy as well. Okay, guys? Oh, I like this for us. I hope you enjoy this weekend. I hope it really does kind of put that fire in your belly and in your butt to get moving on things. And I'd love for you to share that with me. I'd love to hear about how these cards are inspiring you in your life, and how this particular group of cards is inspiring you to move forward on acting on some things that are lighting you up. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye for now.